Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you see this. Hose is back with more Phoenix Wright is Attorney. Last time, we went ahead and continue gathering evidence still on the, about this new revelations we're getting about this two-man murder of the same person. Like two murders, but it's the same person, and it's happened to two different locations. We've been trying to figure out some evidence, so we've been like talking around. We talked to like Angel Star a little bit. We tried to talk to Gaunt, the chief in the police department, to try to let us in the evidence room, which he did. But we needed Marshall or somebody to let us in, which Gumshoe was able to help us out eventually. Going into here, we found some more evidence, like a jar in here, over there. We were able to reconstruct it for something. Found some more SL9 incident, what you call it? Evidence? Yeah, evidence. And then, trying to figure out some more stuff, and then the sheriff was back. Now, the problem what happened last time is that I got stuck. I couldn't find what I was doing. I did not look up anything, okay? I actually just went around trying to figure out what I did or did not do. And here's what happened, folks. Perhaps I need a bigger brain. I need more brain for this empty skull that I have. Alright, so if we go here to Marshall and we present the ID card, because he's the one guarding it here, and there's stuff about like the key card readings or whatever, let's hear what he has to say. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Which we saw back in Gaunt, I believe. Gaunt showed us this is before. And there it is. Look, the fourth number, it's a perfect match. So there's also a 4989596 before and after, which could be Meekins, maybe? I don't know. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Alright, here we go. Sir, I mentioned the evidence room and I asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me, and thankfully not playing that audio clip that's of the of the speaker. It sucks. Which we're gonna hear it again for sure. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? So this guy is a little weird. What's going on here? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Yeah, but now the only thing is, that other number there, I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Yes, which means maybe they'll tell us their number, which is probably gonna happen. By the way, now we have 2 full slides of evidence now. Oh boy. So if we check here, see, there you go, Bruce Goodman. But there's also over here on the left, 4989596, before and after Bruce Goodman. Who is that? Is that Meekins? Is it somebody else? Let's find out. Let's go ahead and talk over to Gumshoe for this. So now we're going to be finding some evidence about these ID card stuff. Finally! I finally figured it out. I'm sorry. I feel like the last episodes have been horrible. And I have gotten a good amount of sleep. Had some coffee. We'll see if I will be fine. Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at this time of the murder. Woo! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Edgeworth? Edgeworth. What? He was there before and after. What could that mean? What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. Where is he anyways? What? ID card record updated. The second one is Edgeworth, which means the fourth one is also Edgeworth. Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. I might help you. Yeah, it might help, you know. The report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say. Okay, now Edgeworth will appear. Okay, so is the second one also the same as the fourth one? No. Okay. So there's 5 numbers. Okay, the second one is Miles Edgeworth, 8730579. We still don't know who 4989596 is, which is probably an ID we need to figure out who that is. So you didn't do anything with this? Okay, cool. You don't have anything to say. All right, let's do it. Let's move on. I guess we're gonna probably, yeah, pretty sure we're gonna go to see Edgeworth. Excuse me. Here we go. Finally, some progress. February 23rd. Hey, bellboy. What are you doing here? Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? What do you mean? You were like the second case of this game. Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. What? Oh, is he behind us? Is Edgeworth here? They're standing by a window, a teacup in his hand. Oh, there he is. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service? Miss Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Alright. What's up? Here we go. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation, which there was a lot. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. If anything, it's definitely more Angel Star who did that. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time again. Oh, again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecutor attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. So are we actually fighting Gaunt? The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gaunt. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen this side of this. He's seen him this out of sorts. Alright, mister. What is going on here? Alright, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why? Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gaunt, no less. Okay. The Chief of Police? A drill. AI-16. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? it would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Oh. So, yeah, he probably went to get the evidence, then he drove in his car. That's when he showed up here, and then this whole thing happened with Lana Skye. Okay. Gaunt is doing something here. Okay. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. A screwdriver. Excuse me. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gaunt's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Okay. Okay, let's talk to him about it. But probably need one more thing. Oh, never mind. We can't talk to him about it. Great. Alright, ID. Please. Okay, never mind. Alright, we can't show him all of our evidence. How about your shield? Okay, that has everything to do with you, but alright. Sure, again, it's your belonging technically, and for some reason they use it. How about this? Why you're not gonna explain your stub? Okay, cool. Anything to say about this? Nope. Oh, here we go. How about this? Oh, of course not. Cool. Alright, how about the switchblade? Of course yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, crap! Frick. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Wait, can I see it? Wait, what did you say? Sorry. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with the case you were on, the SL9 incident? And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Okay, here we go. Allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gaunt. That wacky old coot was involved in this case 2 years ago too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science... Huh? Yes, of course. Well, wait, what? If you were still studying? Oh, sorry. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then. You might have use of this. Oh, this is for fingerprints, isn't it? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints, yes. Okay. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. The enemy. I haven't said that in a while. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Oh, I see. Edgeworth. I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Oh, we know everybody's fingerprints. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint files. Okay, so we can definitely go back to the locker room. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Ah, on the he's talking about the other thing. He's talking about this fingerprint, maybe. Is there anything else you could talk to us about? It looks like he has one more piece of dialogue. So. I think we're done with him. Let's move on. Alright. Oh. Somebody's not here. Okay. Yeah, I really want to use it here. Oh, wait, how do I use it? Wait, is it not the same? Oh, maybe I can't use it here. Never mind. Anyways, let's go ahead. Oh, even he's out there? All right. Okay, so it's definitely for that one on the top left for sure then. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here on the blood on the... Okay, sure. On the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, so let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. You're blind. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. It's obviously the thumb, right? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eye. First, we sparkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How'd you do that? With A. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adhesive adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh, how do I do that? With Y. Exciting, you know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Alright. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. I won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Sorry, I definitely did it for fun. So, what now? More dust? Ah, you did it! Oh, sure. You found one, even though... Okay. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint behind must have worn gloves. Yeah, looks like it. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely, there is another one on the left there. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody ones. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yeah, it's this one. I was eyeing this one too. Boop. Aha! There we go. Okay, we still don't have anything? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get the outside. Boom. Are we good now? No? Is there more? Jesus. Yeah, your print's so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would most likely find on this evidence locker? We're thinking this is obviously gonna be Gumshoes, right? Yep, it is. Yep, it does. Yay! This is crazy. There's so many so many mechanics just thrown into this just one case. Aha! So these fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something's wrong, Mr. Wright. You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yes, there's one on the left, right? This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There, go let her sparkling eyes again. Yes. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemicals means. Any prints in the area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I can't even tell if it's like my TV or not. Well, really, there should be like, oh, see, this is where there, that's where the finger, and then this should be where like the thumb is. Might as well put it on the whole screen and blow. What is that? I guess if I give it my best shot, the kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this point. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Alright, so let's try this one. The index finger. Kaboosh! Okay, we're missing something yet again. I love it. I love when we don't get it for some weird, odd reason. Okay, game. Come on. We got the fingerprint. There we go. But it's not the same? Not really. It's not as angled. That's not it. That's it. Marshall. It's Marshall's fingerprint. Hey, these fingerprints, Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Oh, Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh, so we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints. on a wiped blood stain. Why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Okay, so how is Marshall involved in this? Alright. Finally got the TBC. Okay. Let's get this done. Here we go. Dawn of the final trial. Feb 24th. District Court, Lobby 2. So what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. Well, we just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's all Mr. Wright's, as Mr. Wright as suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much as I striked a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't speak capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Drake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. Alright. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we are dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. Here we go. Hey, G, what's up? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you will have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? But what's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edwards' car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as a prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what Mr. Edwards apart. That's what sets Mr. Edwards apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? Do you mean the so-called murderer? Sir, bringing in Meekins? Ooh boy, things are about to get wild from the get-go. It's Meekins, right? Please don't play your speaker in here. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir. What? So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edwards, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins? Yes, sir? Give us the report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I am part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Oh, here we go. Crime report. Here we go. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out, and until another officer smacked me awake. So the Detective Goodman attacked you. Do unto to others before they unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. You knocked me on and upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Here we go. So we're definitely gonna have to press him. Those scientific that day. Okay. Well, let's do the one where yeah, attacked. Let's press him on this one. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife! Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Okay. Alright. Let's press him on everything now. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Excuse me. Evidence transferals was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Even though it looks broken. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the reward ceremony finished the day, that day, there were so many people running around. Then I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what do you see when you got there? Okay. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right there here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? There it is, I found it! This is the one right there. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 appears twice. There we go. Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during the second time. When? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. I see. You must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat has drenched in the sea of my blood, and then the next thing I knew, yes, he punched me right in the face, sir. What about the time you? About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was around 5:30. He hit me again and right in the head too. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered this. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can always rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Conch delivered it to me, just this morning, sir. The chief? Delivered it? Yes. What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! Nope. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. But I was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. Just, I do know what I'm doing, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Okay, communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well, then let's have a look. Show us the evidence of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word, sir. It scares me. A video of a real murder. What are we getting ourselves into? Okay. She's already broken. The light's already on over there. The light on the locker is on. Hey, Bruce. Also, by the way, animated question mark? Okay, there's the glove when you open that door. And then look, there's Meekins. Wait, this is so weird to see it 3D. Or animated. Oh, there you go. Oh! Damn! Wait, was his shoulder already bloody? Meekins down. And there you go. The safe is still open. So yeah, that blood down there was Meekins. Wait, what? During the first part of the video, there was the handkerchief thing wasn't there on the locker, was it? Maybe, am I tripping? Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security videotape added. Can I rewatch that again, please? Okay, look. So this is the main thing. Look. There's nothing there. I think I watched the whole video again. See, the thing is on over there. There's Bruce. Then there's still no handkerchief right there. Okay. Then he opens the safe. There's the glove from the SL9. I still can't believe this is still the same game. This is Meekins right there. Is he still not there? Okay. And then this is where Meekins pulls up. He goes, boom! You know what? The flag is also covering the face. Oh, brother. Yeah. The freaking flag is covering his face. But then again, we never saw Bruce leave. Oh no, he's on the floor at this point, isn't he? Or something? No, it said it just disappeared. And then as it goes to the left, boom, there's the handkerchief. Okay. What does this mean, or what does this mean? Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone. In the evidence room, and some sort of a activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. All right, the mystery man. His face can't be clearly seen on the video, which is very coincidental. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint, too. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must have been him. No one else could have unlocked it. 1, how do you know if it's his locker? 2, you're right there. How do you not know that's him? Well, actually, sorry. He doesn't know who he is at this point. At that time, never mind. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may take its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Here we go. Alright. His face can be clearly seen in the video, true, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint. How did he know that, though? Okay, let's do 2 and 3. Alright. But you don't know that for sure, do you? See? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. But why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins. Eek! Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claim the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. I mean, you opened the locker which required... Okay, how do you know that? Again, about these lockers. Is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I tried myself. All the kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. The man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints. Then he must have been the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this, too. The locker you opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker. Again, how do you know that? See? I've heard rumors, sir, from people I know. People in the know? The workers at the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They have also listened to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. Sorry, too low. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. Okay, so it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
Hold it!
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video, the man's face. Sir? If I must say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in that case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the finger lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body. My untitled state can testify enough to this. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check that court record again. Is there a problem with the video? I don't think so. Well, other than that, the Bruce Goodman disappeared, right? Is it that? Yes, then we're going over here. Bruce Goodman walks up. Goes back. It's gotta be because Bruce Goodman disappeared, right? Regarding the video contained in this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? The contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Objection!
Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have a defense. We, the defense, point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out? Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Here we go. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. I set it up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not... What? God damn it. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's Meekins right there. Bro, look at so much coincidences, bro. Okay. Look at this. Or is no, because no, his where was he stabbed? Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Where did he get stabbed here? Where did he get stabbed? Because was that bloodstain always there? Because he got stabbed in the hand, right? Okay, so hold on. First off, okay, let's see. So right here, his left shoulder. Bruce's left shoulder. Yeah, see, there you go. It's not bloody. Oh wait, so it's not bloody, then gets bloodied. Then he pushes him. Boom, and then now there's blood stains there. Where did he get stabbed? Oh, it's his left arm. Okay. Yeah, it is his left arm, so that would explain why his shoulder is bloody. Okay. Wait, he surrendered? Oh, what? He surrendered and then he went in. It's either that, like, how is Meekins even still alive at this point? Or is it that he disappeared? let's try this first.
Take that!
The thing that's strange about this video would have to be this. Again. Okay, so if it's not that, then for sure it's gotta be that, that part where Meekins put his hands up. Alright. Here we go.
Take that!
What? What? Something that's weird with this video. There's the glove. Wait! Is he wearing gloves? Wait. Go back. Does he have Does he have his hands out? Are those his hands? I can't even tell. Are those gloves?
Take that!
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I guess it's also this, but that couldn't be it either, is it? I thought it would be a little bit more, but that was the thing I first initially pointed out. I didn't think you were going to do that yet, but alright. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unusual, natural about that. What could it be?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What are you looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, yeah. Phew. I almost walked right into the defendant's trap. I'll place him under arrest, sir. Rats, I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what to do? It's gotta be something else. Do I have to put my finger over the thing I'm presenting, or is it like...
Take that!
Cool, alright. Maybe I could just be playing along and doing absolutely nothing. Maybe this was supposed to lead nowhere. Alright. Let's try it one more. Like another time. Because it has to be this video. Either I must be some type of dumb or what. Seven, 14? 17, 14? Yeah, 514. That's right. Wait. 17? Because it's 12? No, yeah, 514. That's correct. Okay. So that didn't do anything when I did that. Okay, there's the glove. Okay. He had his baton out. Wait, did he have his baton out over here? Yeah, where did his baton go? What is that? What is this the... No, that did look like a baton. Let's try this. I don't know. Alright, well, let's go through it one more time. If there's nothing here, then I'm wasting all of our times. Okay. What did he say? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? That it may not be him? Maybe there's nothing. This can't be feared, but there is one question that defends. I really wonder if I was just led astray. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. So maybe that's what it is? That is already lit up, maybe? Yeah, let's try again. One more time, because it was the light was already lit. Is it that maybe? What? There is, okay. It might be the light thing. Because it was just already open, right? That's gotta be it this time. It just had to be done at the beginning of the video, I guess. Alright, everybody. Me being dumb. It's probably this, isn't it? That it's already on. It's already open. The thing that's strange about the video with what? But it's can it present that the thing was open? Or maybe it's one of the things he says that I would say like, oh wait, but the lamp was. Hold on, am I able to present? You see, look, the light is on, which in here it says only the assigned detective press gun. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Which this thing is already open. Okay, maybe they're trying to be really crazy about it. Maybe like right before he opens it, or like as he opens it. Maybe? Oh, frick it. Alright. What? Okay, back to cross-examination. Maybe the other ones need the lock we talked about, the lamp thing. Let's see, I'm ready to go to Dummyville. Here we go, let's see. But there's no question that... I mean, he opened the locker, which required detective brain number 2. The locker he opened is unquestionably... So it must be him. No one could have unlocked it. So let's present this.
Objection!
No? Because the thing is, it would be good to object the video, because you can see the lamp is right there. What? Maybe it's this one?
Objection!
Dang it! Indicator lamp. Because we can't see the blood thing on Gumshoes because the statue thing is there. I don't think that's what we can use right now. But the victim's body was found at the prosecutor's office. There has to be a mistake. The real thing's so much more intense than it was in the movies. Here, you can use to watch as much time as you want. The security video. Maybe I should take another look at the footage. So maybe it is? I'm just being a dummy? I'm just being a dummy? Oh my god. Fine. Let's go back to the damn video. We're going back. Because if those aren't working, then it has to be the... Okay. Okay. Or I'll just be a dummy and I skip it. And again. One more time. There's a problem. I just wish I could present a thing to see, like, yeah, this is why. Come on, I just want to figure this out. It should be, because we're trying to see who to debunk who the person is. So it hasn't worked here. The only other thing is that he's gone. Oh, I did have to point it out with my pointer finger. Dang it. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. It has to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, did you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. I am freaking dumb. You still gotta point it with your stupid finger, bruh. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint if it's a match. When the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. There it is. Guys, I'm just dumb. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, which I noticed. So let's rewind do a little earlier. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Aye! Order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker was unlocked on the day of the crime.
Objection!
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, the sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Ah, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why was it the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Maybe something like jam the system sensors? Something jam the sensor? Say, There's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in that footage. Very well, let's expect the video once more. The locker was unlocked. And I can't read the damn thing. It's probably the glove. Right? Probably the glove was wedged between the door. That's why it fell so suddenly. Please watch closely. Yes. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Ba-boom. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll great instances when I open my door. We can't be sure. That item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? It would fall off quickly. The white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I understand now, sir. It's like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck at the door when it gets out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Even though your tie's in your jacket. Anyways, but the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to be to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene. There just might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator, you don't mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well, will your defense please present the relevant evidence? What was the insulator that was stuck? It's this glove. Yes, it's a rubber glove. Boom, boom. I found this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. We can't be sure that that was the victim in the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that so, Officer Meekins? Sir? It would appear so, sir. Alright. Order. So are we in belief then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Objection! Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. In the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. Good night, good evening, or good morning, depending on when you see this. I'll see you guys next time as we complete the rest of this trial. Yeah, okay. I should have known. I should have pointed. We have a pointer finger for a reason. Anyways, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye for now. Well, yeah. Bye bye.